Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to get working on this clothespin wreath that I wanted to make. I'm going to make this pretty much, I think, everything from a Dollar Tree. I don't know if there's something else I decide to use, I'll let you know. Well, of course the paint. But you're going to need a 14-inch wreath form. Get these at Dollar Tree. They finally got these back in stock. They haven't had them at my Dollar Tree for quite a while. So you're going to need one of those. And then you're going to need 2 packs of the wooden clothespins. Some people prefer to get them at Walmart. I like these because these are perfectly flat. Some of the ones like at Walmart I find had different ridges in them that I didn't care for. So I still get these from Dollar Tree. So not a bad deal. You just need 2 packs of those. And you're going to need some paint. You can either paint them by hand. Some people say they put them in a plastic baggie with some paint, a little water, and shake them. My easiest thing to do is take them outside and spray paint them. And I had some spray paint left over from last year. I have some of this Rust-Oleum Rustic Orange that I'm going to use. And then it's a satin finish, and this is also satin, and this is a Rust-Oleum Satin Canyon Black. So that's what I'm going to be using to paint these. Now, the easiest way that I find to paint hang on, I'm getting too fast here. The easiest way that I find to get these painted is to put all of your clothespins. You're going to need like 42 of each color, whatever color, if you're using 2 different colors, or you're going to need 84 of the same color, whatever you decide to do. But I just line them on top of a cardboard box. And I just spray paint them this way. So I'm going to take these out. I have 2 boxes here. That's for one. Oh, where's my other one here? I got this one all ready. I got 42 of them on this one. And then we're just going to take these outside. And I'll just put up a couple of pictures. I don't like videoing outside with spray paint, especially because it's, of course, breezy again today. But the last time I did it, I ended up getting paint on my camera lens. So anyway, I'll take a picture outside of it, you know, while I'm doing, when I did it, whatever, and show you guys. And then we'll come back and then we can start putting this thing back together. All right, guys, I have these all sprayed out here. I folded these flaps down. I had them standing straight up when I painted all these. It's so bright out here, I can't get a good shot. But anyway, let me go back over here where it's a little shadier. I folded the flaps down so I could get underneath the clothespins here. So it took me all of like 5 minutes to paint all these. So anyway, that is that. Okay, I let these dry overnight, so it's a new day here today, and of course today's cloudy. I'm glad I did this yesterday because it's like a misty rain today. Alright, so those are dry. Now this I'm going to put in the center of my wreath. So I drilled a couple of little tiny holes on each side here. It already has a hole in the top, which I need to cut this off of here because I don't need that. So yeah, I just took this. This is one of my other favorite tools I use all the time. I always have this little drill bit in here in my Dremel because those are just so easy to do these little craft projects with. I think I got that at Walmart years ago. So anyway, we're going to take this decoration here. It has all those cute little things in here, and I'm just going to cut this off here in the back. And I don't know if I'm going to use any of the other stuff here yet. We're going to see after I get this put together. But that is going to be the center of this wreath. So we're going to set that there. So now, this is the fun part. You take your wreath, and I decided I think I want the orange ones more towards the front. So you just take these, and there's that little bitty round piece there that fits perfectly over these little bars. And then you just clip it on like so on these first 2. And then we're going to alternate. We're going to take the orange one there, and then we're going to have the black one. We're going to start back here on the third one. This goes on the first 2. Then on the third one, we're going to clip that all the way down to that little teeny weeny hole there. And that's what we're just going to do all the way around this wreath. I'm not going to make you watch me do the whole thing because it's going to take me a few minutes to get all of these on here. But it's just that simple. I think it's just going to, the decorations are going to show up a little bit better with the orange in the front and the black towards the back. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're just going to keep going all the way around until, we fill this up. But it's so easy. And you know what? I've had some of these for years. They don't fall off, they don't whatever, and I stack them on top of each other and they hold up really well. All right, so let me finish putting all these all the way around. Just gonna do that, alternating the colors here, and when we come back, we're gonna put on our pumpkin. All right, I got all those clothespins on there. Isn't that pretty? I love it. All right, now this, I took a piece of, where's my extra piece? Just a piece of floral wire. I got this at Dollar Tree. I didn't have black, but the green works just as good. You're not really gonna see it. And I put some in each one of these holes, just like this. I just put it through, kind of measured it halfway up. I didn't measure the wire. I always make it a little bit longer than what I think I'm gonna need. And then, you know, just gave it a twist to keep it there. And that's how we're gonna attach these. So we got the 3 holes and 3 little wires here. Now I want this to set just on the tips of these clothespins. So I'm gonna try, let me try to get this guy up here just snugged here a little bit. I'm not gonna tighten any of them all up yet until I make sure it's exactly where I want them. So let me just twist that a couple times. All right, so that's gonna stay there. Yeah, I can't do this backwards. It's not working. I gotta turn it over. I thought I could do it backwards, but I can't. So I'm just gonna twist that a couple times for now. And then we're gonna figure out exactly where we want it. We're just gonna stick it like right through these little spaces here. You can still see the wire. And we're gonna just connect them that way. And hopefully it's all gonna work out nice and even, like in my head. All right, let me get that through here. And on that side, and one on the other side. And come on, untwist, there you go. So got that through. Let me get this side through too, so we can kind of get it on at the same time and even them out. So I want one in front of the wire, one in back of the wreath frame wire. So we can tighten these up. Now, let's see. Whoops, I just flipped that over. Get back on there. Get a hold of this thing. All right. So, does that look pretty even right there, I believe? All right. Now, please don't move out of place. Thank you. So now we're just going to tighten this one up here. And we'll tighten this one here. Double check. Are we in there? Yes. All right. So now we can just tighten this one up. Twist that on a few times and cut that off. And tuck it down so I don't poke my fingers. There we go. Tighten this one up a little bit more. All right. And same with the one up here. I'm gonna snug that one up. And hopefully when I turn this over, they're gonna be where I wanted them. That's always a good thing when it works out. Okay. So there we go. Yay. So there is the center of our pumpkin. And you don't have to worry about that falling off or anything because it's not glued on, it's wired on. All right, so we got that. Then I decided I think I want to use this piece that was on the bottom of this decoration. So I drilled a little hole up in this corner, a little hole up in this corner, and then I attached some wire to that. Whoops. And we'll try to separate these wires a little bit. So I think I'm just going to tuck, because I don't like putting bows on these, because it just takes away from the whole clothespin thing. So this is going to go right on top of these black ones. I want to make sure I get it even here with my pumpkin. I think that looks good. So let's get this wire tucked down here. Let me pull this off my desk here. 1 second, guys, so I can see what I'm doing. These wires through. Oh, come on now, fingers. There we go. We got a hold of it. All right, are we in there? Nope. Ay. Where are we at here? Okay, now I got it. Okay, so that I'm going to tighten up just a little bit. Sorry, I had to pull it off the table here so I could actually get a hold of it and twist it a little. Okay, so we got that side. Now this side should be easier since that one's attached. So now we're just going to go, I mean, you can remove one of these clothespins if you want to make it easier, because I'm just attaching it to this third wire from the center. So that will make your life easier if you want to do that. So we're just going to push one side of the wire down there, one on the other side of that wire, so we can snug this up. There we go, I got a hold of them. Tuck that up there. And I need to put that back on so I can see where to go. If I have this nice and even. There we go. Back on the right spot. Nope, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to tuck this up a little higher there. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just going to give this wire a good twist. I like when I can wire stuff onto these because a lot of times I'll put, I mean, don't have too bad luck on my porch because my porch is pretty shady. But if you have stuff that's like hot glued on and you have sun hitting it, you know what's going to happen. So luckily this is working out with the wiring. I am going to glue a couple things on here, but I'm going to use some hot glue and I'll use some of that super glue. Oh, what is it called here? It's in the drawer. Fix-All adhesive. I'll use that along with the super glue. I mean, the hot glue. The hot glue will hold the little spiders here I want to put on in place. So there we go. So there is the bottom of the wreath. That just worked out perfectly. So I'm really happy about that. And it actually came out even. And I'm just going to stick a couple of spiders up here. And that's it. I mean, you can put as much on here as you want. I have some of these little black flowers that are on clips I was thinking about using, but yeah, I don't know if I want to. Let's see. Let's just take a gander. But I don't have anything. Well, you could hook it onto one of the clothespins, maybe. Could you? Oh, you sure could. But I don't know if I care for that. You guys could decide whether you like those or not. They kind of stick up too high. Or maybe you could put it underneath the clip. I don't know. I'm torn with these flowers. I kind of like the idea, but then, I mean, you could do it that way too. But I think I'm going to leave them off. I don't care for them at all, but I mean, you could take them off there and glue them on if you wanted to. But sometimes less is better with these things, and I really, you know, the clothespins are like the star of the show here. So we're just going to let them have their moment. So we're going to take these spiders. This came in a 6-pack from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to put one over here and one over here. And that is all I'm going to do with this wreath. And then we're going to hang her up here. Let's see. I need to stand up and look at this. Yeah, I think that looks good right there. Or you could put it back on the black, but I kind of want it out in the front here. So we're going to keep that right there, I think. Kind of lined at the top of that pumpkin, and that one right there. So now I just got to figure out what's touching and where I want to put the glue. So it's kind of top legs here is what's touching. All right. So we're going to take a little bit of this Fix-All adhesive. And I'm going to put that on one side of this spider here. And then I'm going to take some hot glue and put it like right here on this side. And then that'll hold that in place for me while that other glue is drying. Which is a lovely little handy dandy tip. Alright, so there's spider number 1. Same with this one. It just needs to have some glue right on these pieces here. I believe. Yeah, that'll work. So put some hot glue, a little Fix-All glue, which I should have done first. And then you're going to go right up on this one. And there we go. So now we just got to wait for that to cool down, the hot glue. And I am finished with this wreath. That's all I'm going to do to it. I think that's going to look really pretty hanging on my door for Halloween, which I don't usually decorate for. So I'm excited to have this nice wreath. But that is it. That was my project for the day. I'm going to wait for this to cool. I'm going to hang it up. I'll take a nice picture here at the end and put at the end of this video. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this project. It is so easy, and I'll see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.